Bears and the Washington Redskins. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the Mississippi State man, now in his 4th season in the National Football League, Dak Prescott.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do? And right away, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now Brees. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And here a look at the offensive starters for the Redskins.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
On 2nd and 9, Brees. And this one's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
One of the fun stories in the NFL in 2018 was the emergence of outside linebacker Kyler Fackrell, who put up 10.5 sacks on the season. He's one of those players that throughout his career, everyone kept saying, hit the weight room, get stronger. He's done exactly that, and now he's a force on the field.
Now Breeze on third down. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. A big gain of 31 on third down.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott, right's got it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Gordon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Boy, the run on first down a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. This is Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Breeze now to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 52 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, and it's second down. On the handoff, it's Cohen.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Eddie Goldman with a sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 14 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you talk about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. They complete it to Hill. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Still first down.
Ready.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Staying on his feet. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Breeze to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's Jack Fox now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Check 56. Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the run.
Prescott now. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught by Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Play action now. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
3rd and long for Prescott. Got a man, it's right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 56. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, We have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Connor Barwin coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So here are the Redskins now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Making the catch is Sternberger. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now Prescott. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Complete to right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Throwing, Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 50.